Okay. Hey guys, so I wanted to talk a little bit about alchemy and how it relates to black people. So, first of all, as black people, we obviously know that we have a stronger connection to the sun, but I want to break that down scientifically a little bit to get a better understanding. So, melanin is not only a pigmentation, it's a conducer, it's a transmuter, and it's a transconductor. So that means that it has the ability to download and absorb light information or electromagnetic energy from the sun and be transmuted and shifted into a different form of energy. So, for example, when you download information from the sun through your ears, the melanin in your ears transmutes it and changes it into sound. And if it's in your eyes, it transmutes it into sight. If the information is coming into your central nervous system, it transmutes it into feeling. So this means that black people literally have a stronger ability to feel and experience senses. This is why we are able to dance better. This is why we are able to taste foods better. This is not, we wonder why don't white people season their food? It's not because they don't like seasoning. It's literally because they don't have the capacity to experience flavors to the same way that we do. And this is not racism. This is not prejudice. This is straight facts. So going back to the point of alchemy, like I said, I mentioned in one of the tweets that I just reposted from 2017, alchemy stems from the word kemet. And kemet is literally translates to blackness. So alchemy is literally the study of blackness. So like I said, blackness is a conducer, and it transmutes one form of energy into another. So I want to talk about a heavier topic as it pertains to this message. As black people, we ultimately experience the most amount of pain than anybody else on this planet. We all know that. That's no secret. But there's a reason, there's a higher reason for that. There's a purpose for that. Because we experience this pain, because it's inflicted on us, the higher purpose is to ultimately transmute this pain, because we have the ability to feel at a different capacity than any other being on this planet. So ultimately our responsibility with that ability is to transmute and change that form of energy into a higher vibration. And this is why it may seem like a burden sometimes, because it's like, why do we always experience so much pain? What do we do? Why do we always experience so much hardship, so much oppression? And like I said, it can be a burden, but it shouldn't be experienced as such or thought of as such, because, heavy is the head that wears the crown. This is the responsibility that we have, but we ultimately must know that that doesn't excuse the people who are not of our kind. It doesn't excuse them for what they did. It doesn't excuse them for inflicting pain. They will ultimately experience the karma, and they aren't going where we are going after we transmute this energy. But yes, basically my main point is that we are natural alchemists, and we have to understand our power as alchemists in order for us to transmute this energy properly. The main reason why we are experiencing what we have been experiencing for years is because we haven't been transmuting that energy to how we were supposed to do, to the best of our abilities, which is why it's important to find outlets. It's important to release. Release is the key word, whether it be through meditation, whether it be through dancing, cooking, whatever makes you feel good. That's important for you to do at this moment, because you're ultimately doing something that's more impactful than you even realize it, just by doing what you love. That's literally helping release so much trauma and so much energy and so much suppressed, built up pain and emotions that's been within our DNA and within our bodies for lifetimes. Because remember, the pain and the trauma that our ancestors experienced is still within our body. If we don't release it, it's still suppressed there. So that's why when you realize that when you're releasing, during the releasing process, you might experience a lot of strong emotions that you've never experienced before. And that's because these are lifetimes worth of pain and trauma that's being released in this time. It's heavy energy. It's sacred. That's why it's so important to do it, and so important to take the time to be present and really focus on this. This is the real work. And it doesn't matter what you do, even at the protests. If you're going to the protest, just hold that intention that, you should be releasing the energy of pain and releasing the energy of trauma as you're protesting. This should be the intention for everything that you do. It doesn't matter what you do, as long as you're holding the intention to release the trauma and the pain that's inflicted on us as we experience this to a higher capacity with the melanin in our bodies. This is the intention that we should be holding. So, like I said, we are natural alchemists. That's not a curse, that is a blessing. It might seem as such, but this is the responsibility that we have in order to get to the place that we want to be, which is a higher state of being. The people who do not have this ability to alchemize to the same extent are not going where we are going. So do not worry about them. Your job is to focus on yourself, and to focus on your healing, and to focus on your ability to alchemize these emotions and your ability to alchemize this energy and raise it to a higher state. This is what our job is as melanated beings, because we have a higher purpose, because we have a higher potential to have a better state of living. All right, much love to y'all. Peace.